NFL playoffs. It is finally here. After 18 weeks, the Seahawks, Dolphins sneak into the 7th seed in the last week of the season to round out the 14 teams making the 2022-2023 playoffs. And I'm super excited. I'm going to be doing my entire playoff predictions here from the wildcard round all the way up through the Super Bowl. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into it. So here we go, hopping right into the wildcard round, starting off on the AFC side with the Chargers heading into Jacksonville to take on the AFC South champion Jaguars. This is going to be a great game. This is going to be the first game, the Saturday game, and I think this really could go either way. The reason I'm going to pick the team that I'm going to pick is because I just think they're getting healthy at the right time. I think the Chargers have the potential to make a deep playoff push. As much as I love the Jags, I think the Chargers are just have a better team and are going to get the job done and get the win in the first game. Now we're going to head over to the NFC side. We're going to talk about the Cowboys and the Bucks. The Bucks may have just squeaked into the playoffs, but Brady is Tom Brady, and this is the playoffs, and he's playing the Dallas Cowboys. He doesn't lose in the playoffs, and he doesn't lose to the Cowboys. He's going to get the job done. He's going to beat the Cowboys in kind of a surprising fashion. He's going to move on to the divisional round. Next up, we got the Ravens and the Bengals. This one isn't really a question for me. I don't have to think about this much. It's going to be the Bengals. Lamar or no Lamar, I think the Bengals will get the win, but I don't know if Lamar is even going to play. And the Bengals, Bills, Chiefs, and on another level, and then you can also throw in the Niners and Eagles into the mix. But no one's going to stop the Bengals in this first game. They're not going home in the first round. No way that's happening. Now we're going to move on. All right, moving on to the Giants taking on the Vikings. I think this one could go either way, but I don't like the Vikings. I really don't. I think they're frauds. Not only they're frauds, I don't think they're going to beat the Giants. I don't think they can do it. They played once already this year. It was a super tight game. Vikings did get the best of the Giants, but I think this time it's going to go the other way. I think Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones are going to get enough done against that weak Minnesota defense to beat the Vikings. And I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a close game, but I'm going to take the Giants in this one for my biggest upset. Now we're moving on to the Bills and the Dolphins. These last two games aren't really much of a question for me. The 7 seed's pretty dumb. I don't think a 7 seed is ever going to really make a deep playoff push at all. The Bills are going to beat the Dolphins at home. If you think after what happened to Damar Hamlin and all that stuff on Monday night, Bills are going to go play the division rival Miami and lose in the wild card round, there's no way. And then we move on to another divisional game in the playoffs. We got the Niners and the Seahawks. Niners beat the Seahawks both times they played, and they weren't blowouts, but the Niners were clearly in control and dominating. So, no doubt in my mind, I'm a Seahawks fan. I'd love it if we can pull out the win, but I don't see it happening. The Niners are just too good. Alright, so now into the divisional round. We got the Bengals and the Bills. This is going to, if this happens, I really hope this game happens. This is what the AFC Championship almost was last year. I really wish it was. This is going to be a great game. We almost had this game Monday night. We all know what happened that Monday night. But this would be the game of the year. I truly believe that. I thought that Monday night game was going to be the game of the year. And I think if they do meet in the playoffs, it will be the game of the year. These two teams are both so much fun to watch. High-powered offense, but solid defenses as well. If these two teams do meet in the playoffs, it's going to be, I think, the most hyped-up game in a long time. And I think the Bills would come out on top. Again, I've already said it this video, and I'm going to say it a ton. After what happened to Damar Hamlin, the Bills are going to be playing on another level. They're doing this for him, and they want it so bad. They want it more than they've ever wanted it before. So I think they're going to get the job done against the Bengals. It'll be a close game. It'll be a tight game. It'll be a great game. But I think the Bills are going to do just enough to edge them out and advance to the AFC Championship game. Now moving to the NFC side of things, we got the Niners and Bucks. As much as I love the idea of Tom Brady making a deep playoff push. Actually, I don't really love it all that much because it's Tom Brady and I'm sick of seeing that. But as much as I like the idea as I think it's possible, it's the 49ers to me they look so good. Their offense is clicking with a rookie quarterback that was basically undrafted, Mr. Irrelevant, last pick in the draft, and they're still clicking on offense. And then it's the best defense we've seen since the Legion of Boom. Like, they're going to beat the Bucs. Brady should get past the Cowboys. He's not going to get past the Niners. Niners will advance to the NFC Championship. Now, who will face the Bills in the AFC Championship? Will it be LA and it'll be played in Buffalo, or will it be Kansas City at a neutral field? Is this a division game? This would be a great game. They've met twice, and Kansas City is going to get it done. Mahomes is not going to go one and done in this playoffs. That's just not going to happen. As much as I believe in the Chargers to be able to make a deep playoff push because they're getting healthy at the right time, teams might overlook them. But, I mean, it's the Chiefs, it's the Chiefs. They got the experience, they got Mahomes, they got Reed. They're going to the AFC Championship. Now we got Eagles-Giants, divisional game. Great divisional game. I like this game a lot. I think the Giants would have a great chance at upsetting the Eagles in this. Do I think it's going to happen? Possibly. Am I going to predict it? No. The Eagles will win this game. It'll be close though, but if the Giants make it to the NFC Championship game, I will not be shocked. That Giants team it's really sneaky good, but they struggled against the Eagles this year. I think the Eagles would get it done again, and we would have two great matchups for the championship weekend. All right, championship weekend. We got the Bills versus the Chiefs. This would be in a neutral site if this were to happen, most likely. I think that's what they're going to end up doing. So there wouldn't be any home field advantage. And then you got San Francisco heading into Philadelphia. And I already made predictions that went very similar to this around like week 10 or 12, mid-season. And I still think it's going to end the same way. I think after what the Chiefs have done to the Bills, I think the Bills are going to get their revenge on them. And I'm going to say it again. I've said it through every Bills win this video. They're playing for Mr. Damar Hamlin. And they want it so bad. And they're going to want it even more against the Chiefs. The Chiefs have now knocked the Bills out the past 2 years in heartbreaking fashion. The Bills are not going to experience that again. They're going to advance to their first Super Bowl in almost 30 years, I think. Maybe over 30. It's been a long time since they lost those 4 in a row. And they're going to advance to the Super Bowl to take on the Niners or the Eagles. Who would it be? The Eagles, best record in the league, tied with the Chiefs, 14-3. People were saying, could they go undefeated? They're looking so good at the start of the season. And they got the Niners, started off struggling. They're like 4-4, and they've won like 9 or 10 straight. And are they going to continue that win streak? Yes, they are. We are going to have a Super Bowl between the Buffalo Bills and San Francisco 49ers. And who is going to win that Super Bowl? Will it be the Damar Hamlin-inspired, led Buffalo Bills, or the San Francisco 49ers and the best defense in almost a decade? It's going to be Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Here is my final bracket. We got the Chargers taking down the Jags, Bills taking down the Dolphins, Bengals taking down the Ravens, Giants taking down the Vikings, Niners taking care of the Seahawks, and the Buccaneers kind of upsetting, I guess you could call that, the Cowboys. And then the Chiefs will take care of the Chargers. Bills will barely, narrowly beat the Bengals in a great game. Eagles just squeak by the Giants. If that game happens, watch out. That will be a good game. And the Niners will take care of Tom Brady. And then the Bills will not fall to the Chiefs again. They will get it done and advance to the AFC Championship game, while the Niners take care of their business against the Eagles, resulting in a Super Bowl I think would be super, super fun. But I think the Bills would get it done. Let me know what your guys' predictions are. Let me know what you think of my predictions. Do you think the Giants can make a deep playoff push? What about the Chargers, the Jags? I don't know. Maybe even the Dolphins or Seahawks. We never know. We're going to find out starting this weekend. I'm super excited for it. I'm going to be making a power rankings for all 14 teams coming out tomorrow. So make sure to watch that when it is what's posted. But yeah, that's all I got for today. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you guys on next time. Peace out and go Hawks.